to 130 miles an hour, pulling up over the top, 4G, pulling Libby down into that wing walking rig, over the top, goes slightly weightless, and you can see her waving away against about 130 miles an hour as they pull up again, 4G this time, pushing her down into that wing, and over the top she goes again. That smoke stream trailing behind the aircraft, building speed. And then Mike will then perform a beautiful stall turn. Everything goes still and quiet as the aircraft pivots through 180 degrees, and it's all about the speed again. And as you can see, the speed then trails away as this aircraft unfortunately is not highly aerobatic like the Extra 300. That big 450 horsepower engine, and unfortunately the diminutive Libby causing quite a lot of drag. The Skyhawks aerobatic formation team alongside John Taylor, who is here with us today, flying the Fourniers that you saw Uncle Bob flying a little earlier on today. He then joined the AeroSuperBatics Wingwalking team with the Crunchy Flying Circus in 1991 and remained there for the next 16 years, and was one of the pilots that took the team over to China in 2004. Lovely roll there. This aircraft does not roll particularly well. It prefers to do a big arcing barrel. Getting ready, persuading people to pay a little bit of money to go for a flight. In order to keep them excited and wanting them to come back for more, they would persuade an engineer or a girlfriend to a Stearman aircraft, where the girls actually do unstrap themselves from the top wing and will do some climbing around. As we've seen, Libby has undone the strap, now sitting on the leading edge of the top wing in what we call the Goose, after Lucy, whose nickname was the Goose. And there she is, hanging on with one hand, her leg, one leg, and then manoeuvre called the Arabesque, standing on one leg and holding the other leg and waving away. So ladies and gentlemen, she can see you really clearly. Please do wave back. I can't tell you and pay to have a flight yourself. You won't be doing what Libby's doing, you'll be firmly strapped to the top wing, and Libby is now doing this arabesque move where she's got one leg high up in the air. Try this at home, hold on to something, lift a leg high, and then imagine doing it at 90 miles an hour whilst not strapped to the top wing of a biplane. That front cockpit. Smoke on, please give them a wave, they absolutely can see you. And the noise of that 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engine absolutely gives me joy every time I hear it.
You can now meet the pilot. So come down to the commentary position, and he's still here at the moment, and I'm quite sure he would love to sign something.